Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. My name is Anissa Zawani. My metric number is 190152.
My name is Khairuzat Khalid. My metric number is 190412.
Okay, my name is Samani Laura Wilkinson and my metric number is 1903.
So today we are going to make an observation on the external anatomy and internal anatomy on tilapia fish by dissecting the fish.
So now let's continue to the external part of the tilapia fish. Okay, as we can see, the tilapia fish is consists of three parts, which is the head, the trunk, and the tail. So let's continue to the first part, which is the head. So as you can see, obviously the head consists of the eye. This is the eye of the tilapia fish. This is the mouth or the snout. This is the nostril. The small hole in here is the nostril. And lastly, this is the operculum. Not pectoral, is the operculum. So the operculum consists of some gills inside. Alright. So if you can see, the mouth is here. It is the terminal mouth, which is towards in front. It indicates that the tilapia feed their prey just in front. They are not taking their prey from the surface or from the bottom. So they just take their prey just in front of them, which is in front of the eye. As you can see, so this is the tooth patch of the tilapia fish. So we can consider it as there is this is the vomerine patch, and this is the promaxillary patch, and there is the other patch, which is the maxillary patch. Here we cannot be observed here because it just dead inside. Alright, so now let's continue to the trunk part. Okay, now the trunk part, as you can see, there is a lot of scales here. The scale is there is a type of scale, that this is the stenoid scale. You can see it okay, like this. Alright, now there is several fins, which is there is the pair and the unpaired one. So this is the pair, which is we know as the pectoral fins. As you can see, there is one in this side and there is other one on the other side. Alright, there is another one of the fin that is made of pair, which is pelvic fin. So this is the pelvic fin. This is another side and this is on the other side. Alright, and the other, which is not a pair, which is this is a dorsal fin, and this is the anal fin. Now as you can see, there is some difference in the color of the fish, which is the upper part and the lower part is red, and there is the whitish color in the middle, which is also, we can call it as a lateral line. The lateral line is a important sensory organ in fish that help them to navigate in underwater. And lastly, the third part is the tail. So as you can see, the tail consists of the caudal fin. So this is the tail. Right.
We had dissect the fish, and now we can see the internal organ. So this is the internal organ of the fish. So we go check into one by one the internal organ of the fish. So first, the swim bladder. So right, yeah, the white things here is swim bladder. Usually it is located at the dorsal of viscera and ventral to the vertebrae and kidneys. So this is the swim bladder.
So the function of swim bladder is to help the fish who maintain their body to float in the water, so they do not drown inside the water.
Alright. So then the second internal organ is heart. So we have to the white the red thing is the heart inside here. It is located at the ventral corridor of gills, right? And then the third internal organ is gills. We can open up the operculum so we can see the gills here. The gills is in red color. So this is the gill arc, and this is the gill filament. So basically the gill arc is made up of bone and produce gill records for food and water filtrations when the water passes through them. And the gill filament, so this is the gill filament, are red in color and attached to gill arcs. Primary lamella projecting off the gill filaments. And the gills basically for the breathing apparatus of fish and are highly vascularized, giving them their bright red colors. So the fourth internal organ is gonad. This is the gonad. It consists of a pair of gonad, testes or ovaries in the abdomen. It is between the intestine. The gonad is located between the intestine and swim bladder. So this is one. Alright. And then the stomach. So this is the stomach.
Stomach is a place where the food is digested first. After the food is going through the mouth, and then the process will continue in the stomach.
Alright. And then this is the intestine. The white things here is intestine for the absorption of nutrient in the body of fish. The sixth internal organ is liver. This is the liver.
So the liver functions to store the glycogens and to produce bile.
The seventh internal organ is called bladder. So we find the gallbladder. Okay, here. The gallbladder is in green color, basically. So is it nampak? Okay, this is the gallbladder.
So the gallbladder is function to store the bile that produced from the liver.
And then the spleen. The spleen is located in here. Is in the dark red. And finally, the kidney. So you can see the kidney here. Right, the kidney is also known as the mesonephros. It is this is along here is the kidney. It is dark red along the ventral part of the vertebrae. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we are going to dissect the fish to see the brain of the fish. So my friend here gonna actually dissect the head of fish. We have to gain highly passion to do this. So okay guys, so this is the head of the fish, and now we are going to we have been dissect the head of the fish to see the structure form of the brain. So here, this is the brain of the fish. So we go check the one by one of the structure of the brain. So this is the spinal cord, and then this is the optic nerve of the brain, and this is the olfactory nerve of the fish brain. So this is the midbrain, the true brain of the fish, and then at the back is the hindbrain, and at the in front of the brain is, we call it by forebrain. So basically this is the form of structure of brain fish.
Okay, so the next practical is about the epithelial tissue, which is we are going to observe 7 types of epithelial tissue. So the first tissue is the simple squamous epithelium, which is after we observe we get this picture. This one. This simple squamous epithelium is a single layer of flat cells in contact with the basal lamina, and the cells are flat with flattened and oblong nucleus. It usually can be found in capillaries, alveoli, glomeruli, and the outer layer of the skin. And this tissue is extremely thin, which is we can see here. This is the Brauman's capsule, and the simple squamous epithelium is the thin layer here. And this squamous epithelium provides a thin membrane that allows passage of small molecules into the body. Okay, next, the next type of epithelial tissue is the simple cuboidal epithelium. After we observe, we get this picture, this one. Okay, this cuboidal epithelium consists of single layer of cuboidal cells of the basement membrane. These are the cuboidal epithelium, which not really looks like a cuboidal, but this is it. And it can be found in organs specialized for secretion, which is salivary glands, and its function is for diffusion, which can be found in kidney tubules. Here, the third epithelial tissue is the stratified squamous. Epithelium, which is after the observation we get this picture. As you can see here, it consists of squamous, or you can say as flattened epithelial cells arranged in a layer, often a basal membrane, and it forms the outermost layer of the skin and the inner lining of the mouth, esophagus, and the vagina. Okay, the fourth one is the transitional epithelium. This transitional epithelium consists of multiple layers of epithelial cells which can contract and expand. So this is the picture. As you can see here, this is the bulging part, the rounded and bulging surface of the transitional cells. And the function of these cells is to accommodate fluctuation of volume of liquid in an organ, and it's also function as a barrier between the lumen, and it can be found in the urinary bladder and the superior urethra. The fifth one is the pseudostratified epithelium, which is comprising only a single layer of the cells. So this is the picture that we get after we observe it under the microscope. As you can see here, the upper layer is the cilia, and then we get the columnar cell here, and at the bottom we can see the basal cells here, I think so, here. And the function of this epithelium is to function in secretion and absorption. It can be found in the linings of the trachea as well as the upper respiratory tract. Okay, next is the simple columnar epithelium. This is the picture. We can't see clearly the columna because the slide is not clearly can be seen even though under the microscope. So the columnar epithelium is a unilayered cell which is it lines most organ of digestive tract including stomach, small intestine and large intestine. Its function to increase the amount of organelles present to synthesize needed material and also to increase surface area. Okay, the last epithelial tissue is the glandular epithelium, human glandular epithelium. And for this epithelium, it generally can be columnar or cuboidal shape, and it can be classified into two types, which is unicellular and multicellular. And its function is used basically for secretion, and we can classify it into two types, which is for exocrine gland and endocrine gland. For exocrine gland, it secretes mucus and saliva. For endocrine gland, it only secretes hormone because it does not have duct.